minus 10 seconds.
Welcome to the Journey to Launch podcast with your host, Jamila Souffrant. As a money expert who walks her talk, she helps brave journeyers like you get out of debt, save, invest, and build real wealth. Join her on the journey to launch to financial freedom in
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, journeyers. Okay, this is a surprise episode. I wouldn't necessarily call it a bonus episode. It's going to be super short. I just wanted to let you know that doors to the Money Launch Club are open. So I wanted to explain to you more about the Money Launch Club, why it's such a great community. And then I do want to dive into some things that I've been noticing within the space, like the space of the Money Launch Club, and even the calls I've been doing with the first cohort of my Journey to FI students. So the course that I launched a few weeks ago, we have been doing group coaching calls there too. And there has been an underlying theme I've been seeing, a good one. And I want to share that with you. So what is the Money Launch Club? Why should you care? Maybe it's something you're interested in. And so I decided to kind of just drop in episode to explain more about it. So the Money Launch Club is the membership community I created for you. It's for journeyers who get a lot from the podcast, but they need more, right? You listen to the podcast and it's great. Maybe you're able to execute on some things you're not able to do on your own just because, information overload or just life. And I found that creating a safe online space where we can connect even more. So you're connecting with me and other people on the journey. And what's even more important about this is, while I do have a free Facebook group, this is a paid community. So the people that are paying to be in this community, they're investing to be in a space with like-minded journeyers. And there's a difference in how, you show up. And what I like about this is that people, the ones that are here, the journeyers that are in the space, in the Money Launch Club, have raised their hand and say, I'm committed. I'm committed to investing in how I'm going to get to my goals in community. And so when I thought of this idea a couple years ago, I had a vision for it, right? And it's still not exactly what I want it to be. I have so many plans for what I can create with the Money Launch Club, what I can do, how I can serve members and give them really just even more support and help. But when I started it, I thought, what are the things that people need to do to execute, to actually do the things they say they want to do? So all the things that you're thinking about now, earning more, reaching your goals, paying off debt, all these tasks, on the journey to complete financial independence. What will keep someone motivated? And I knew an online community, and, before the pandemic, we even had people meeting up in person, which I just loved. So sometimes in-person community, how could I foster that? And I knew that a community space would be important, hence the Money Launch Club. And as I started to think what I could provide with the Launch Club, I came up with an acronym and I called it STEPS. So STEPS stand for support, tools, education, and plan. So that's STEP. You get the support, tools, education, and plan, right? And so I build the content in the Money Launch Club around that. And I started to think what allows people who really see a lot of success. So I've had multiple Money Launch Club members on the podcast, on interviews. I'll link those in the show notes for you guys. Actually, if you want to go check out previous interviews with Launch Club members, you can go to moneylaunchclub.com/interviews and actually curated a list of the journeyers who are also in the Money Launch Club that came on the podcast, so you can directly hear from them. When I think about what allows people to reach their goals, especially within the Money Launch Club, it is the biggest thing by far, other than, the classes and the online platform that we're using, because you can download this app to your phone and kind of log in, and it's actually not in Facebook. So this app is not in Facebook. It's a separate app. So it really allows you to be focused while you're there and not distracted by all the things that Facebook has. But it is the community aspect of it. It's the community. And, I had a group coaching call. So every month we do group coaching calls. I had a group coaching call last week for the Money Launch Club. And I also had a group coaching call for cohorts in the Journey to FI course. And what I noticed is that, people, you have to show up, right? So for the live classes, yes, I know life is busy. Most times people are tired. But every time people show up and do something, right, they're like, oh, I'm not really in the mood, but let me just go. I hear how much the energy and information and hearing and seeing others fuels them on. And you cannot discount that. And sometimes, you think about, like community and you're like, what is can you really put a value or price tag on community? And I honestly don't think you can. Our journeys are very solitude for the most part. No one's going to have, the exact same situation as you. You'll find a lot of similarities in some cases, which is great, which is why the connections happen the way they do. But the reason, and this could be, on your financial journey, in your career journey, entrepreneurship journey, and what really, really binds and holds people together is creating a sense of togetherness. And all you need sometimes is to know, wow, I'm not the only one struggling with this, or knowing that other people are rooting for you, or that there's accountability. We do accountability threads in the Money Launch Club where we talk about, okay, what are your goals for the month? What did you do this week? And we hold each other accountable and we post about it and we share wins and lessons every week. And hearing and seeing people cheer each other on, it's unexplainable, the energy shift that happens on these calls. And so I'm bringing this all up because one of the things that has helped me tremendously on my journey is finding my people. Finding you guys, honestly, right? And being able to connect. So not just like a one way, because right now, like I'm in my kitchen recording this and I'm like speaking to a mic. There's no one else here. And you are most likely just listening by yourself with your headphones in and you're hearing me. And it's a very intimate relationship, but it's still one way because you're only like hearing me and I'm only speaking. But the two-way communication, right? Like what happens when I'm able to connect with journeyers? What happens when journeyers are able to connect with each other, and meet each other? And before I said the pandemic, we had meetups in Dallas and New York. People were getting together in the Money Launch Club in person and doing accountability meetings. And even now, they're doing it virtual now. So that's the cool thing. Everything has been taken virtually. So there are accountability virtual meetings in the club. We have virtual meetings for Terry's course. So, I'm a big affiliate for Terry and her course, Trade to Travel. And we have a lot of students who've taken her course who are in the Money Launch Club who get together and strategize and support each other virtually. So it's these connections that keep you going, because trust me, when you're by yourself, when you're going through something that's rough or tough, a challenge, it's really easy to just lose sight of what you're doing and why you're doing it. I've been there, on my financial journey, on my entrepreneurship journey. But when I look up and I see someone who I can relate to, who I am inspired by, who I know is supporting me, doing something or giving their story or advice, it gives me the fuel necessary to keep going. And I want to just share the importance of community with you. So the Money Launch Club, the doors are open, but even if you don't join, right? Like maybe it's not the right time, maybe it is. I want you to make sure you are seeking out people, whether virtually or in your life, that can support you and provide you community on this journey. Like I said, you will go this alone. You're the only one that's going to walk in your shoes. But there's no harm in holding someone's hand or having someone maybe, walk a few steps. We're in a pandemic. We got to social distance, travel together. But there's no harm in finding your people. And so, yes, doors to the Money Launch Club are open, but only for the week. They're going to close on the 29th. I figured I'd give people the opportunity to come and join us this week. And you can join us by going to moneylaunchclub.com. Again, doors are only going to be open until the 29th. And just to give you a rundown of everything that happens with the Money Launch Club, you get monthly group coaching calls with me. And we also do expert guest classes. So I invite speakers to come in and teach upon a topic, and also invite past guests of the podcast to come in and talk more about their journey, about what they discovered on the podcast or talked about on the podcast, but even in more depth. And so all those recordings actually are available to people who sign up. And the cool thing, a new feature we've added to the Launch Club very recently, we're rolling it out, so you'll get this too if you join, is that you can listen to past content and just replays of things in your podcasting app. So in a private members only podcast feed, it just opens up to your app, so you don't have to download another application, but that you can listen and learn on the go. Like, I'm super excited about this new feature that we've added. So far the feedback has been great from members who started to get this. And so I just wanted to make it super easy for people to be able to consume the content and also execute. And 2021 is going to be the year for a lot of people to not only rebound from 2020, but to soar to higher heights. And I wanted to give people the opportunity to join us now, because the next time, I'm not sure. The next time that doors are open will probably be in 2021 at some point. And so now's your chance to join us if you want to gain that community and support and learn more. So again, the Money Launch Club, you get group coaching calls with me once a month. We even have a book club that we do every other month. You get access to all the previous classes. So typically we either do a after show chat or a speaker come in and teach a class, or I teach a class. That happens usually every other month. But not only do you get those live classes, you get recordings of that. We also do accountability threads. So every week there's a lesson and win thread that we do. And then every month we set our goals and intentions. And then everything in between happens too, right? So it's a wonderful space. If this is something that is calling to you, then at least go check out moneylaunchclub.com to find out more. And then join us before doors close for the last time in 2020. So join us by November 29th. And if you're not able to, then I may see you in 2021. But check out moneylaunchclub.com for more information. And I can't leave without saying, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week, Thanksgiving week, and that you're able to be with, even if virtually, maybe you're doing like a virtual dinner with someone that you love and are thankful for everything that you've been through to get you to this point now. All right, journeyers, until next time, keep on journeying.